I don't normally talk about tabletop RPG games or tabletop games in general, but I had a few colleagues suggest that I listen to the main theme of this really neat sports anime card game called Tournament Arc, and well, yes, we shall indeed listen to both the English and the Japanese version. I'm kind of a sucker for digital card games, so an excuse to try out and listen to music from a physical one is, kind of a no-brainer. Tournament Arc is actually running a Kickstarter right now if you want to support it. If you like the music you hear or are curious, I'm sure they'd love the support. And also, for what it's worth, this is not actually a paid promotion because I believe in the project and am happy just doing it because I think it's kind of cool. You know, this is like clearly made with love. And also the composer is Mason Lieberman, who is super prolific in the anime world and also has worked on, a million different things and is a really good composer. So it's his band Tournament Arc, which also is a cover band that does awesome covers of a variety of video game music themes. Let's dive in. This is Blinding Star, both the English and the Japanese version.
Like a comet blazing out across the night. The courage in your heart is the wind that makes you fly. You better make a move and play it, don't stay in the past. A second thought, another glance, and then you'll come in last. You keep your eyes in the rear view, and here you've got everything you need. Why play it safe, play it cool when you're in it to win? So step it up and step on out and let the game begin. The door will open, you will see where you're meant to be. But I don't know what's waiting beyond that great unknown. It doesn't matter anymore. Play your hand and watch them all take the bait.
Fun.
Gotta rise up high to a place you never knew, and you'll find with time there is so much more to you. Gonna meet the sky and you'll wave you right on through. 'Cause you'll go all the way, you're not dying today. You will shine like a blinding star.
Oh my god, that is freaking awesome. The thing about it is that it's like so anime opening. And I mean, the whole like scope of this is like leaning into the anime aesthetic and the anime style. The whole thing basically, I mean, well, what even is, anime Tournament Arc anyway? Essentially you build your own sports team with friends in this easy to learn and quick to play party game. You've got like 40 lovable characters you can draft and train to win the ultimate competition. So musically, this has to reflect that, obviously. And I think it does insanely well. I mean, it's so upbeat. It's so enthusiastic. I don't have the lyrics right in front of me, but even listening to this, it's just awesomely empowering. You have power chords. You have strong rhythm. You have a strong emphasis on melody. And there's a ton of doubling and supporting that melody to get us to the other side, right? There's nothing but like unbridled enthusiasm in this, which is freaking awesome. I just want to go back a little bit.
Let the game begin. The door will open. You will see where you're meant to be.
And I think even something like that. Now, obviously, there's also some really nice harmony that's happening in the soprano voice there. We just heard a little tail end of this chorus that comes in to sort of support the end of that phrase. But more than anything, what's really cool is that underneath, you have chord changes happening along with the singer. And I think that's what also enhances this and makes it so enthusiastic and gives it a bit of oomph to it. Because underneath, as the singer is changing notes pitch-wise, so is the bass guitar and so is the electric guitar. And the general chord structure is shifting as the singer is also moving, which I think enhances that feeling of power, that feeling of being, poised, that exists throughout this entire piece so far. And especially, I think that is the main reason why it's so enthusiastic. What's also really interesting is that there are multiple different times that I thought we were going into a chorus. Now we're in the verse here, moving into the chorus. I mean, it's like I've listened to enough anime openings at this point to know that this in particular is very much in line with the traditional anime sound, I guess. It's incredibly enthusiastic. It's just bright, energetic. Let's keep going.
But I don't know what's waiting beyond that great unknown.
And see, even there, so that's the question when we get into doubt, for I don't know what's waiting beyond the great outdoors. That whole section there, that's the pulled back, dialed in, like, oh man, I don't know what's going to happen. Ooh, what am I going to do? It's not just loud the whole time. This comes up enough where I think it's worth mentioning that oftentimes when something is just one note the whole time, that is exhausting for the ear. We need vocal variety and also instrumental variety in order to send home the message later on when we actually double down and say, you know what? No, I'm going to be courageous and I'm going to fight this. I also love how crisp the language is. Nice chord changes there. That's cool. Do you see how da-da-da-da-da-da-da, a little break, gonna rise up? You see how like even just taking a little bit of a shift there, that allows us to then naturally thrust our way into this like enthusiastic sound again. Having space is never a bad thing. And I love that we end that verse with a sharp chord, like a sharp rhythmic unity there. Da 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 da. Gonna rise. We just take a breath and then gonna rise up. Ba da da. Right. It's so cool.
To a place you never knew, and you'll find with time there is so much more to you. Gonna meet the sky and you'll wave you right on through. 'Cause you'll go all the way, you're not dying.
Love that hits.
You will shine like a blinding star.
Nice. And that instead, that allows us to keep going into the next stuff, right? Which in this case is the drum hits. I love this. Gonna rise up, da da da. You don't even know what's coming. You don't know what you're capable of. That's an awesome way to highlight enthusiasm. Da da. Nice jazz organ back there. And I think moreover, what I find really interesting about this track so far is that it's all, so the general like the general umbrella of this song is about encouragement and about stepping into oneself. Those are the tropes and the themes. What I'm always amazed by is how individual composers, like in this case Mason, is able to talk about those feelings and have it be different than someone else. Like this doesn't sound generic to me. Like this is really fun and energetic and personable. And I really am enjoying listening to this. Like I would put this on in the gym on repeat while doing my heavy lifts. Like this is a track that you could easily play, put on your gym playlist because it's all about getting it done, right? And I love how it's not just like the overarching concepts emotionally are of enthusiasm, but the energy there's ebbs and flows, there's sentences, there's pauses, there's commas, there's periods, there's exclamation points. That's all really dope.
Hey kid, don't sweat it, I know that it's tough. You give your all, but still you fall, losing all your luck. Don't listen to what they say, 'cause the danger's your opportunity.
She's talking about it right there. She's like, hey kid, I know you're down on your luck, or I know that you didn't win this one, but like, come on, get up. You know what I mean? Like they could have easily kept going and done another fast verse, but instead it's like a more rhythmically pronounced thing being like, hey man, everyone gets down on their luck sometimes, but you just got to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and get it done. You know what I mean? I love that.
Well, worry about what you can lose when your hope is clear. You're gonna give it all you got as long as you're still here.
Nice harmony.
In your eyes now, there is nothing left to fear. But I don't know what's waiting. Well, watch as it all unfolds. Now you're settling the score. Play your hand, you haven't got time to waste. Gotta rise up high to a place you never knew, and you'll find with time there is so much more to you.
Well, I also love that. There is so much more to you. You don't have to do that. Gonna rise up, da 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 da. You don't have to go da 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 da. Like you don't have to go up. I love that because that essentially is even more emphatic and more enthusiastic about the possibility of the future. You know what I mean? It's dope.
Rise up high to a place you never knew, and you'll find with time there is so much more to
That's cool.
you. Gonna meet the sky and you'll wave you right on through. 'Cause you'll go all the way, you're not dying today. You will shine like a blinding star.
Oh, cool. Nice roll down. Essentially have a duet with the guitar. Wow. Back into it. See, this is smart writing. This is smart writing because it's not just like generic. Again, they could have just gone right back, but there's a little bit of surprise in it, which makes you want to keep listening. First of all, I love that there's essentially like there's an interlude, but it essentially ends up feeling like it's a duet between a baritone and a soprano. The baritone being like, all right, buddy, gather yourself, let's go. Like, you know, there's like almost like a father figure in that sound. And then as we move into this with the soprano, I love that there's space in that, and a sense of surprise in that as well, because there's nothing that comes into it that like it strips itself back, so that then we're launching into the chorus that we already know. But again, I mean, that's smart writing, because otherwise it would be boring, because it would be the same. But here, having the acapella basically, or the suspended sort of supported, I can't remember actually, hold on one sec, let me go back really quick. That's acapella. That's so dope. Gonna rah 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 rah. Just on the vowels. That's super sick. Just essentially just extending it by 10 seconds, but it delivers really awesomely. Wow, key change, of course. And then it just ends. I love that. Man, that's really good. I mean, again, but like, I don't fully know how this works, to be honest with you, because like this is a tabletop game, but it has a theme song, which is kind of wild. And I don't fully understand how that works, but because I'm just so used to like the video game sphere. That being said, like this isn't the first like tabletop game that I've seen that also has music online that is like correlates to it, which is just dope. And of course, because we're talking about, you know, a sports anime card game, why not also have a Japanese version? So what does this sound like? Totally different. Oh wait, we should talk about how dope those strings are. It's just like really, they're really rhythmic, really sharp, super in unison, just moving, up and down essentially based on the notes. But what I really like about it is that it hits home this idea of like strength and empowerment. The strings are, I mean, awesome at that, especially when they're in this sort of like, for lack of a better word, like enthusiastic sound where they're essentially like in unison with other things moving. All instruments are extremely versatile, but I feel like strings evoke certain emotions and certain feelings of like, well, any feeling, but in this case, the quality of empowerment is really present. And I love the strings here in this opening. Wow. Again, I mean, this is actually speaks to a broader thing of like reinterpretation and this is what's so beautiful about like, it's hard because like not getting attached to a particular sound because there are so many talented people out there that put their own spin on things. And even in myself, like, you know, having sung some covers recently, like there's a big difference between how I sing and how someone else sings, but both of us bring our own individual interpretations. And as long as someone is open-minded to the variety that exists, you may have a preference for one or the other, but it's kind of undeniable how cool it is, how much versatility there is in using different singers. And like, especially in the Japanese lyrics too, like there's an edge here of a bit more of stank, to use the definition. There's a bit more like attitude in the Japanese version, which is really interesting. It feels a little bit less, hey, go get it, and more like, all right, now's the time. I believe in you. And I also think like this voice is a bit warmer and a bit fuller in its sound. I don't know, it's fascinating. Love that jazz organ back there. Yeah, that's dope. Wow. Yeah, it's sharper. That's really cool. So the whole rhythmic phrasing there actually ends up being crisper, sharper, more consonant focused, and it's a lot more choppy. It actually lends itself better to my personal ear than the English, which is really interesting. Love that upper register there. Yeah. Love the slide up. I love that guitar solo. You know, I recently saw Wicked on Broadway, and I'm always just so impressed by people that are able to belt like this. Like singing out with such volume and body is legitimately a feat. And I have so much respect for people that can do this. Now, am I crazy about the sliding up? Not necessarily. Just because I wanted to get to the pitch center sooner, so it covers a little bit too many notes in my personal taste. Then to slide up and then immediately go up into the upper register, and I mean, it's all belting, both of them. Wow. I have so much respect for this style of singing. And both of these singers are incredibly good. Yeah, I mean, this was a nice little experiment. Honestly, again, like, it's just like crazy. I had no idea what to expect, and Tournament Arc is exciting. and I'm actually really looking forward to playing this with some friends. If you want to check this out for yourself, definitely check out their Kickstarter. June 15th is the final day to support, so you have a couple weeks still. Thanks a ton, and I'll see you later.